Hello everyone, this is Chef Sally and we're doing dry tomato powder. Okay, for making dry tomato powder, it's very simple. You need to wash your tomatoes first. Yes, that's the first thing to do. You wash it. You can use salt. In this case, we're using salt. You can use salt. You can also add vinegar, then with lots of water. Okay, allow the tomatoes to stay in the water and ensure that you get all the dirt out. You can see what I'm doing. I'm rubbing it. All right, I'm ensuring that there are no dirt on the tomatoes. That is how to wash your tomatoes. You just keep washing them. All right, you see, dry tomato powder is something that you can use for lots and lots and lots of dishes. I'm telling you, amazing dishes. When you have tomatoes, you don't even know what to use these tomatoes for. You can see now we are cutting the tomatoes. I'm doing the diagonal cuts. All right, when we'll be doing our classes for cutting, you will learn different cuts that are available, but this one we're doing the diagonal cuts. All right, so we did a lot of them in this shape. Now let me get back to my story about tomatoes. When it's the season of tomatoes, people don't know what to do with tomatoes. You can have tomato powder. You can store your tomatoes in powdery form. All right, can you see these cuts? This is the diagonal cut. All right, you can dry your tomatoes this way. Okay, now we're doing another type of cut, which is called the rondelle. All right, rondelle. Okay, we're cutting it round so that it would be very easy to dry out. Okay, we have a lot of our guys from the north, they dry tomatoes a lot. Okay, but I think the issue I have with some of those tomatoes that we buy in the market is that it contains a lot of sand. But when you are doing this yourself, you can be sure that it is more hygienic. Can you see this? I'm so happy with my tomatoes. I am so excited. I'm going to have tomatoes powder. Now I am spreading those tomato slices in my tray, my dehydrator tray. Now, some of you would ask, what if I do not have a dehydrator tray? What do? You can sun dry them as well. Just arrange them in your tray, but what I would advise is that you could just cover them with something netty. All right, can you see this? Can you see this? Oh, my tomatoes. I'm arranging them in my dehydrator. All right, can see them. All right, the dehydrator is not expensive, but I mean, if you do not have a dehydrator, you can also sun dry them. So don't allow anything stop you from having your tomato powder. Let nothing stop you. All right, you can do this. You can package them for home use. You can use them, you can package them for sale as well. Can you see I'm setting my dehydrator right now? I'm taking it to the highest temperature that this one has because I want it to dry faster. Okay, so I set it on 70 degrees centigrade. So that's it. So it dried out in 12 hours. Yes, it was completely dried, but that was the next day, of course. So you can see my dry tomatoes. You just look at them. Just look at them. They're looking crispy, nice. Honestly, it is amazing. It is something to really try out. Okay, now I'm putting it in my coffee grinder, my spice grinder. If you have this at home, you can do this. Even if you pound it and sieve, it will work as well. But if you want to sell, of course, you cannot just go through that manual. You can take it to a commercial grinder as well. All right, depending on the quantity you are grinding. All right, so this is just to show you a sample. Okay, so I'm using this little grinder, spice grinder, and yes, I have blended it. So this is it. Okay, so you turn it into your bowl once you are done grinding. All right, but I'm still adding because I want to grind some more. Okay, so this is it. You keep grinding your tomatoes. This is really amazing because if you have this on your pantry, I mean, you can make anything that needs tomatoes at any point in time. You wouldn't say, oh, I do not have tomatoes, or I don't have them grinded and all. Once you have the powder, you can do anything with it. All right, I could even give you an expo of how to make it even nicer. Adding peppers to it, dry peppers, dry onions. You could just spice it, something for some of you that would want to use it as business. All right, so this is it. This is really so beautiful. See how this looks like. All right, there's something amazing that happened, that I would like you to see. All right, how this will come out as a paste. Okay, if you add water to this, something magical will happen. Something really magical. You will see that it has turned to the paste that you buy from the market. Okay, so tomato powder can create amazing things for you. Amazing things. I have bought tomato powder before that was packaged in a sachet. All right, so you can actually package this to sell. Yes, this is an idea for someone. You can package this to sell. You can come up with your own creation, all right? Making it like let's say jollof, tomato jollof spice or something. Yes, with your tomato, pepper, onion and some seasoning. All right, so this class is actually to give you several ideas, something that you can do that you will make a difference in your community, in your locality, in your state, in your country. All right, so I believe that someone is going to try this out and is going to come up with something really beautiful. So I would like to see your own after you have tried this. All right, thank you. Have a wonderful day.